CBS Evening News. Wixcop latest news videos, CBS News. CBSNews.com /CBS Evening News /CBS This Morning /48 Hours /60 Minutes Sunday Morning Face the Nation. CBS Evening News. Full episodes interviews Washington Business Health In the Road About Us the Team. A rare glimpse of a Syrian rebel weapons storehouse. Free Syrian Army rebel leader tells CBS News Clarissa Ward the U.S. has not delivered the ammunition it promised. Number of extremist rebels difficult to determine in Syria. CBS News visited a military jail, where prisoners claimed they were made to commit atrocities by Islamic fundamentalists. Constant stress beneath veneer of normality. In Damascus, Syrian official, Middle East will be on fire if U.S. attacks. Why does Obama want Congress approval? Inside Syria's civil war. Clarissa Ward reports for 60 Minutes from Aleppo, where a battle rages between rebel groups and Syria's military. NSA picks locks of internet encryption. A national security agency program nicknamed Bull Run reportedly has the ability to break security codes of most internet-based systems. 4 years later, cop's widow meets man who got husband's heart. Mary DiNardo's husband was gunned down in the line of duty. For the first time, she meets the Vietnam veteran who received her husband's heart. Florida congressman hears it from constituents about Syria. Representative Steve Sutherland is expecting a competitive race in 2014, which could be further complicated by his vote in intervention in Syria. Relief in Syria following Obama's speech. Obama's call for Syria strike draws protests at home. Neighbors react to death of Ariel Castro. The man who held 3 women captive in his home for nearly a decade hanged himself behind bars. What do strong auto sales mean for broader economy? New numbers show August had the highest number of auto sales of any month since the Great Recession. Sandusky prosecutors and state put schools' prestige above abuse. Frank Feeney and Joseph McJettigan tell 60 Minutes Sports they don't believe Joe Paterno was part of conspiracy to conceal Jerry Sandusky's crimes. Photos honor builders of new SF Oakland Bay Bridge. All too often, history forgets the men and women who built America's great structures, but one man was determined not to let that happen to the workers who constructed the new San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge. 16 photos photographing the labor of bridge builders. Painting bought for $46 worth $390,000. A British man discovered a painting he had left in a drawer for 10 years was an original work of John Constable's. New York City concert deaths put spotlight on new drug Molly. Meth, a more potent form of ecstasy, is glorified in pop culture and has caused several recent overdoses at music concerts. Program hopes to accommodate demographic tsunami of seniors. Nearly 3 million Americans will turn 65 this year. Pilot program seeks an alternative to expensive nursing homes. The instrument that started war photography. Tintype photography was the first method to extensively photograph conflict in the Civil War. Now a U.S. soldier is using the technique to create modern-day art. A rabbi's moment at the March on Washington. Joachim Prinz spoke just before Martin Luther King Jr. in the day of the historic civil rights event, encouraging Americans to speak up. Civil rights leaders still work to do on MLK's dream. Nation honors Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Web Extra, Syrian refugees disagree on American intervention. CBS News Holly Williams visited a hospital in Turkey filled with refugees from Syria's civil war. Tylenol to spell out painkillers risks on cap. The new cap in extra-strength Tylenol warns consumers the product contains acetaminophen, a pain-relieving ingredient that is the nation's leading cause of sudden liver failure. Obama, Syria chemical attack a challenge to the world. President Obama said the U.S. is considering a wide range of options in response to the Syrian government's use of chemical weapons. Secretary of State John Kerry lays out case of Syria chemical attack. In the road.